Hey y'all, it's Sharon and I'm back to share another policing experience with you guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm a retired detective. I worked for 20 years for a southeastern city in the US, and I was also in the military. I am sharing my perspectives along with my experiences while policing and some in the military in hopes of helping others in similar situations or just providing a different perspective. And with that being said, the Brown police officer, I was teaching the GRADE program at an elementary school. GRADE stands for Gang Resistance Education and Training. And we're teaching kids how to say no to negative peer pressure and stay away from drugs and the violence and things like that. And our initial meeting, we always do a meet and greet so the kids can get the questions out of the way, you know, about the vest, about the gun, about the belt. And I remember this little girl, she was talking about a warrant that was being served in a neighborhood and what she saw. And she started to describe the officers. And she said, yeah, the brown police officer. As I realized, she was talking about my team and we served that warrant. So after we got finished explaining what the warrant was about, on their level, of course, and talking about that, I went back to her description of me in my mind, and she was like, you know, the brown officer with the board. And the little boy chimed in. He's like, it's not a board, it's a shield. And she was talking about me, and it made me think, you know, I talked about this in another video. Who is them? I could take off the blue uniform, I could take that off, but I can't take off this brown skin. Brown is a part of who I am, right? And I get a little discouraged when I hear people say, I don't see color. When I was in the military, we all wore the old camouflage green BDUs, and they always used to say, we're all green and we're all soldiers. And yeah, I bought into that. Even in policing, when I went through the academy and training and things like that, and being out on the street, we're all blue, but that's not true. That's not true. First of all, blue is just a color. It's not a skin color, if you will, but we're not all blue when we're policing. It's not true. And I've experienced that. I talked about that. I didn't have my uniform on and how I was treated by my own officers. And not because I was being offensive or anything. I was just asking directions. And the way he looked at me, like I wasn't even there, like I was harassing him, asking for directions, until he said, you're one of us, whatever that means. Being brown is a part of who I am. So yeah, I get a little discouraged when I hear people say, I don't see color. You see color. You see color when it comes to the census. If you look at the drop-down buttons, it's a little confusing because I have to click African American, but then when I look at the white drop-down button, it says North Africa. Can I claim North Africa and then claim being white? Never mind, but it's just some things that I think about. Yeah. Being brown is a part of who I am. And I'd like for people to see that and not get discouraged by it or upset by it or afraid of it or look at it as a crime. I'm writing a book because I did the same thing. I talked about it, my issue or issues that I had with white men. You got to go in, you got to go inside to really discover what the issue is when it comes to skin color. And I did that, and I was forced to go inside myself when I was ostracized and retaliated against by my fellow officers. It made me go inside, and I'm writing a book to share that experience with you guys. But yeah, I'm brown and I'm a police officer. Talk to you guys later. Take a look at our online store. The link is in the description. I created some notebooks. The links for those in the description. I also created some puzzle books for the season. I'm going to provide the links for those in a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But take a look online. Check out our store. And always remember, guys, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.